Motorcycle dealerships don't want you to know that their lifetime warranty claims are complete fiction. What if I told you that the bike they promise will run forever will leave you stranded after just 20,000 miles? That's not pessimistic thinking. 20,000 miles and you'll understand why most riders face catastrophic engine failures. Imagine dropping $15,000 on what looks like the perfect reliable machine, only to discover it's designed by engineers who clearly never considered long-term durability. In this video, I'm counting down the 10 maintenance tasks that will actually make your motorcycle last forever in 2025. And trust me, number 1 might shock you. It's so simple that riders who do it religiously never experience major mechanical failures. Stick with me to the end, because this isn't just maintenance advice. It's your financial survival guide to avoid the expensive breakdowns disguised as normal wear and tear. Number 10, battery maintenance. Starting our countdown at number 10 is a component that destroys more motorcycles through neglect than any crash ever could. Battery maintenance seems simple, but the failure to understand its critical importance has left countless riders stranded with bikes that won't start when they need them most. The battery is the heart of your motorcycle's electrical system, and modern bikes are more dependent on electrical power than ever before. During routine checks, the terminals must be inspected for corrosion that acts like cancer, slowly eating away at your bike's ability to start. Clean terminals aren't just about aesthetics. They're about maintaining the electrical connection that powers everything from your ignition to your fuel injection system. For bikes that aren't ridden frequently, especially during winter months, a battery maintenance charger or tender becomes absolutely essential. These smart chargers prevent the battery from self-discharging in developing sulfation, a chemical process that reduces cranking power and destroys battery life. A fully charged battery will resist freezing in temperatures down to -92 degrees Fahrenheit, while a discharged battery can freeze and crack in mild winter conditions. The cruel reality is that battery neglect doesn't just leave you stranded. It can damage expensive electrical components throughout your bike. Modern fuel injection systems, engine management computers, and anti-lock braking systems all depend on consistent electrical power. A failing battery doesn't just die quietly. It sends voltage spikes in irregular power that can fry sensitive electronics worth thousands of dollars. What makes battery maintenance a forever habit is its simplicity and dramatic impact. 5 minutes every 2 weeks checking terminals and ensuring proper charging can prevent electrical system failures that cost more than most bikes are worth. This isn't just maintenance, it's insurance against electrical disasters that turn reliable motorcycles into expensive problems. Number 9, brake system inspection. At number 9, we have the maintenance task that literally keeps you alive. Brake system inspection isn't just about stopping power. It's about maintaining the one system that can save your life when everything else goes wrong. The braking system inspection should include checking brake pads for wear and monitoring brake fluid levels. Brake pads worn down to minimum thickness must be replaced immediately, and any changes in brake feel should trigger professional inspection. But here's what most riders miss. Brake fluid is a hydraulic fluid that absorbs moisture over time, reducing effectiveness and causing internal corrosion that destroys expensive brake components. A professional brake fluid flush every 2 years is a critical maintenance task that's often overlooked, but prevents catastrophic brake system failure. Old brake fluid doesn't just reduce stopping power, it can cause complete brake failure when you need it most. The moisture absorbed by old brake fluid can boil under hard braking, creating vapor bubbles that make your brakes feel spongy or fail completely. The financial impact of brake neglect extends far beyond replacement pads. Worn pads that aren't replaced will destroy brake rotors, turning a $50 pad replacement into a $500 rotor and pad replacement. Neglected brake fluid can corrode brake calipers and master cylinders, creating repair bills that exceed the value of many motorcycles. What makes brake maintenance essential for forever motorcycles is that brake problems compound exponentially. A small issue ignored becomes a major failure that can destroy multiple components simultaneously. Regular brake inspection and fluid maintenance ensures your bike stops reliably for decades, while preventing the cascade failures that turn minor maintenance into major repairs. Number 8. General bolt inspection. Number 8 addresses a maintenance task that prevents some of motorcycling's most dangerous and expensive failures. General bolt inspection seems mundane, but the constant vibrations experienced during riding can loosen fasteners throughout your motorcycle, creating safety hazards and component damage that can destroy your bike. Motorcycles experience constant vibration that gradually loosens bolts throughout the machine. Critical fasteners on engine mounts, suspension components, brake calipers, and body panels can work loose over time, creating dangerous riding conditions and expensive component damage. A monthly bolt check prevents these vibration-induced failures before they cause catastrophic problems. The inspection process involves systematically checking fasteners throughout the motorcycle, paying special attention to high-stress areas like engine mounts, suspension mounting points, and brake caliper bolts. Loose engine mount bolts can cause engine vibration that damages other components. Loose suspension bolts can cause handling problems that make the bike dangerous to ride. Loose brake caliper bolts can cause brake failure or wheel damage. What makes bolt inspection critical for motorcycle longevity is that loose fasteners create cascading failures. A loose engine mount bolt causes increased vibration that loosens other bolts and damages components throughout the bike. A loose suspension bolt causes handling problems that stress other chassis components. These failures compound until a simple loose bolt becomes a complete motorcycle rebuild. The preventive approach to bolt inspection takes minutes but prevents failures that can total your motorcycle. Carrying a basic toolkit and checking critical fasteners regularly ensures your bike stays mechanically sound for decades while preventing the catastrophic failures that destroy otherwise reliable motorcycles. Number 7. Air filter maintenance. At number 7, we have a maintenance task that directly impacts your engine's performance, efficiency, and lifespan. Air filter maintenance seems simple, but neglecting this basic task slowly strangles your engine and reduces its life by years. The air filter ensures your engine receives clean air for efficient combustion while protecting internal components from contaminated air that acts like sandpaper on pistons and cylinder walls. A dirty air filter restricts airflow, reducing power and fuel efficiency, while forcing your engine to work harder to produce the same performance. Over time, this increased workload shortens engine life and increases fuel consumption. More critically, a completely clogged air filter can cause your engine to run rich, washing oil from cylinder walls and accelerating engine wear. In extreme cases, a severely restricted air filter can cause engine damage that requires complete rebuilds. The filter inspection should occur every 5,000 to 10,000 miles, with replacement based on riding conditions and filter condition. Riding in dusty or dirty conditions requires more frequent filter changes, while highway riding in clean conditions allows longer intervals. The key is understanding that your air filter is your engine's primary defense against contaminated air that can destroy internal components over time. What makes air filter maintenance essential for forever motorcycles is its direct impact on engine longevity. A clean air filter ensures optimal combustion efficiency, proper fuel mixture, and protection from contaminants that cause premature engine wear. This simple maintenance task can add years to engine life while maintaining peak performance and fuel efficiency. Number 6. Coolant system service. Number 6 addresses a maintenance task that prevents some of motorcycling's most expensive engine failures. Coolant system service for liquid-cooled engines isn't just about preventing overheating. It's about protecting your engine from corrosion and damage that can destroy it from the inside. For liquid-cooled engines, coolant must be checked and replaced periodically to prevent overheating and internal corrosion. Old coolant loses its ability to transfer heat efficiently, and its corrosion inhibitors break down, allowing rust and corrosion to attack your cooling system from within. This internal corrosion can clog cooling passages, damage water pumps, and destroy radiators. The coolant system service involves completely flushing old coolant and replacing it with fresh coolant that provides optimal heat transfer and corrosion protection. This service should be performed every 2 years regardless of mileage, as coolant degrades over time even if the bike isn't ridden frequently. Neglected cooling systems fail in expensive ways. Overheating can warp cylinder heads, damage pistons, and destroy engines that cost more to rebuild than most bikes are worth. Corrosion from old coolant can require radiator replacement, water pump rebuilds, and cooling system component replacement that turns routine maintenance into major repairs. What makes coolant system service critical for motorcycle longevity is that cooling system failures often destroy engines completely. An overheated engine doesn't just run poorly, it can seize completely, requiring complete engine replacement. Regular coolant service ensures your engine runs at optimal temperatures for decades while protecting expensive internal components from heat damage and corrosion. Number 5. Tire pressure and inspection. At number 5, we have the maintenance task that directly impacts your safety and motorcycle's handling characteristics. Tire maintenance goes far beyond checking pressure. It's about maintaining the only components that connect your motorcycle to the road. Tire pressure must be checked at least weekly, always when tires are cold, to ensure accuracy and optimal performance. Incorrect tire pressure compromises safety, handling, and tire life while reducing fuel efficiency. Underinflated tires generate excessive heat that can cause catastrophic tire failure at highway speeds. Overinflated tires reduce the contact patch, compromising traction and handling. Beyond pressure, regular tire inspection includes checking tread depth, using built-in wear indicators, looking for signs of dry rot or cracking on sidewalls, and checking for punctures or embedded objects. As tires age, rubber compounds harden and lose grip, even if tread appears adequate. Most experts recommend replacing tires that are 5 to 7 years old, regardless of mileage. The financial impact of tire neglect extends beyond replacement costs. Poor tire maintenance compromises handling and safety while reducing fuel efficiency. Tires that fail catastrophically can cause crashes that destroy motorcycles and injure riders. Prematurely worn tires from poor maintenance require more frequent replacement, increasing long-term ownership costs. What makes tire maintenance essential for forever motorcycles is that tires are your motorcycle's primary safety system. Proper tire maintenance ensures optimal handling, maximum safety, and longest tire life while preventing the catastrophic failures that can destroy bikes and injure riders. If you're learning how simple maintenance prevents expensive failures, make sure you're subscribed because we're about to reveal the maintenance tasks that can literally save your engine from destruction. Number 4. Engine oil and filter changes. Number 4 brings us to the single most important maintenance task for engine longevity. Engine oil changes aren't just about lubrication. They're about protecting your engine's internal components from wear, contamination, and damage that can destroy it completely. Engine oil serves multiple critical functions beyond lubrication. It acts as a cooling agent, removing heat from internal components. It serves as a cleaning agent, suspending contaminants and carrying them away from critical surfaces. Most importantly, it provides a protective barrier against wear on pistons, cylinder walls, and other moving components that experience tremendous stress and heat. Regular oil changes remove contaminants that act like liquid sandpaper, gradually wearing away engine components. Old oil loses its lubricating properties and becomes acidic, attacking engine internals and causing corrosion that can destroy expensive components. The oil filter must be replaced with every oil change to ensure continued filtration of contaminants. The choice of oil type impacts engine protection and longevity. Mineral oil provides basic protection at low cost, but offers limited performance in extreme conditions. Semi-synthetic oil balances cost and performance for most applications. Fully synthetic oil provides maximum protection and longevity, especially in high-performance applications, though at higher cost, averaging around $16 per quart. Oil change intervals typically range from 3,000 to 5,000 miles or every 6 months, whichever comes first. However, riding conditions significantly impact these intervals. Severe conditions like stop-and-go traffic, extreme temperatures, or dusty environments require more frequent changes to maintain engine protection. What makes oil changes essential for forever motorcycles is that engine oil degradation accelerates exponentially. Oil that's slightly overdue starts losing protection rapidly, while severely overdue oil can cause engine damage that requires complete rebuilds, costing more than most bikes are worth. Number 3. Understanding your drivetrain. At number 3, we encounter the maintenance category that fundamentally determines your motorcycle's maintenance requirements. Understanding your drivetrain type, chain, belt, or shaft, is essential because each requires completely different maintenance approaches and frequencies. Chain drive systems, found on most sport, dirt, and street bikes, require the highest maintenance frequency but offer the best performance. Chain maintenance involves regular cleaning, lubrication, and tension adjustment every 300 to 500 miles. Properly maintained chains provide 96 to 99% power transfer efficiency, making them ideal for performance applications. However, neglected chains can lose over 20% efficiency and cause premature sprocket wear. Belt drive systems, common on cruisers and Harley-Davidson models, require minimal maintenance but offer smooth, quiet operation. Belts don't require lubrication and resist rust and corrosion. A well-maintained belt can last 15,000 to 20,000 miles, with some high-quality belts lasting up to 100,000 kilometers. However, belt replacement costs significantly more than chain replacement, and belts cannot be repaired roadside if they fail. Shaft drive systems, typically found on large touring motorcycles, require minimal maintenance, usually only occasional gear oil changes. Shaft drives can last the lifetime of the motorcycle and provide smooth, quiet operation. However, they're the heaviest drive system and suffer the highest power loss, ranging from 20 to 25%, making them less suitable for performance applications. The critical understanding is that maintenance advice must match your drivetrain type. The bi-weekly chain maintenance that's essential for sport bikes is completely irrelevant for shaft-driven touring bikes. Understanding your specific drivetrain requirements ensures you perform the right maintenance at the right frequency for your motorcycle. Number 2, chain maintenance. At number 2, we have the maintenance task that's absolutely critical for the majority of motorcycles on the road. Chain maintenance represents the difference between efficient power transfer and premature drivetrain destruction for chain-driven motorcycles. The chain transfers power from your engine to the rear wheel and is one of the most exposed components on your motorcycle. Neglecting chain maintenance leads to premature wear of the chain and sprockets, resulting in poor performance, increased fuel consumption, and significantly shortened component life. Proper chain maintenance follows a systematic process. The motorcycle should be placed on a center stand to allow the rear wheel to spin freely. Chain-specific degreaser breaks down accumulated grime, which is scrubbed away using a stiff nylon brush, never a wire brush that can damage the chain. After thorough cleaning and rinsing, the chain must be completely dried to prevent rust formation. Lubrication is critical and should be performed on a warm chain after riding when the heat helps lubricant penetrate between chain components. High-quality motorcycle-specific chain lubricant should be applied to each link, focusing on the inside run where it can reach critical wear surfaces. Excess lubricant must be wiped away to prevent flinging onto the motorcycle. Chain tension adjustment requires following manufacturer specifications for proper slack. A chain that's too tight or too loose accelerates wear and can cause catastrophic failure. A tight spot in the chain indicates wear and requires replacement before failure occurs. What makes chain maintenance essential for forever motorcycles is that chain problems compound rapidly. A neglected chain destroys sprockets, which are expensive to replace and require more labor than chain replacement. Proper chain maintenance ensures decades of efficient power transfer, while preventing the cascade failures that turn routine maintenance into major repairs. Number 1, the T-CLOCS pre-ride inspection. At number 1, we crown the maintenance routine that prevents more motorcycle failures, accidents, and expensive repairs than any other single practice. The T-CLOCS pre-ride inspection takes just 5 minutes but can save your life, your motorcycle, and thousands of dollars in preventable repairs. T-CLOCS stands for tires, controls, lights, oil, chassis, and stands. A systematic inspection that catches problems before they become dangerous or expensive. This isn't just maintenance. It's your daily insurance policy against catastrophic failures that can destroy motorcycles and injure riders. The tires and wheels check ensures proper air pressure when tires are cold and inspects for embedded objects, bulges, cracks, or excessive wear. Tire failures at highway speeds can cause fatal crashes, making this check potentially life-saving. Controls inspection ensures handlebars, levers, and foot pedals operate properly. The throttle must snap close when released, and all cables should be free of kinks or fraying. Control failures can cause crashes or leave you stranded with an inoperable motorcycle. Lights and electrics testing includes headlight, tail light, brake light, turn signals, horn, and instrument panel. Electrical failures can make your motorcycle invisible to other drivers or leave you stranded without warning. Oil and other fluids inspection includes engine oil, brake fluid, coolant, and fuel levels while checking for leaks. Low fluid levels or leaks can cause catastrophic engine or brake system failures. Chassis inspection covers frame, suspension, and drivetrain components for loose fasteners or damage. The chain or belt should be checked for proper tension and condition. Stands inspection ensures side stand and center stand aren't bent or damaged and retract properly. Stand failures can cause crashes or tip-overs that damage motorcycles. What makes the T-CLOCS inspection the ultimate forever maintenance routine is its comprehensive nature and daily frequency. This 5-minute routine catches problems when they're small and inexpensive to fix, preventing the catastrophic failures that destroy motorcycles and endanger riders. Every problem caught during a pre-ride inspection is a problem that won't strand you, crash you, or cost you thousands in repairs. The T-CLOCS inspection represents the perfect example of how simple, consistent maintenance prevents complex, expensive problems. 5 minutes of inspection can prevent hours of roadside repairs, days of shop time, and thousands of dollars in damage. This isn't just maintenance. It's the foundation of safe, reliable motorcycling that keeps your bike running forever. Now that you know how to keep your bike running forever, you need to avoid the modifications that will get you in legal trouble. Check out my video, 13 illegal motorcycle mods that will get you pulled over, to discover which popular upgrades will have police writing tickets faster than you can explain why you installed them.